for another great day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for subscribing, for freaking participating. That was what I'm looking for. Participating on my flat platform, on my channel with these topics. Thank you all so much. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And I had a quick thought in my mind about Brandon Ayuk. I talked about him a few weeks, or maybe about a week ago. Yeah, roughly a week ago. I talked about him briefly. I was pretty much talking about how I was on his side, how I felt he was being misunderstood, and how he actually had a point. Which is a part of me that I actually still feel like he probably does have a point, and there probably is a logical reason of why Ayuk is feeling the way he's feeling, and why he's behaving and acting the way he's behaving and acting. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, people. Like, he's going about it the wrong way. So everything could be validated. The 49ers probably were unprofessional. They probably cheated him out of something. Whatever. I honestly just don't think he's just acting like this just to be acting like this. Maybe, I mean, a lot of people are saying you got CTE and all that other crap. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to put that on him. But like I said, maybe there is something to it, but he's making himself look like the bad guy out of the way he's behaving, all these videos he's posting. And people are trying to give him good advice and trying to say, you need to shut up, you need to stop posting, but evidently he's not listening. And he's digging himself a deeper hole. Now it's looking like he's not even going to go to the Commanders now. Now he's burning two bridges. He burnt the bridge with the 49ers. And the 49ers can just keep him on I forget what it's called, the list that they can keep him on, but they don't have to pay him. They don't have to play him. They don't have to do anything on anything with him. And he's not going to be able to sign with another team. And so that's the thing. And so if he would have kept his mouth shut about the whole thing, it would have just handled business behind closed doors. He probably would have ended up going with the Commanders. He more than likely would have got his wish, but he decided to keep talking and running his mouth for whatever reason. AJ Brown, he should have took a page out of AJ Brown's book. AJ Brown was completely silent. AJ Brown didn't do no videos. He didn't do no posting. He didn't do any of that. And all of a sudden, AJ Brown goes to the Patriots. And AJ Brown did not burn the bridge with the Eagles. The Eagles front staff, they speak very highly of AJ Brown. And AJ Brown is 10 times a better wide receiver than Brandon Ayuk. Not to say that Brandon Ayuk is not a good wide receiver. He's not great, but he's good. I don't even know if Brandon Ayuk maybe a top 10. Maybe I think I can name 10 receivers better than Ayuk. But the fact of the matter is, Ayuk is a really good player. He's a really good wide receiver. But he is looking like right now he is burnt. He is destroying his reputation not only with the 49ers, now with the Commanders, not only with those teams, but he's pretty much going to destroy his entire reputation with the entire NFL, because these owners know each other. These owners are friends. These GMs, they know each other. These GMs are friends. You don't think they talk? The coaches, you don't think coaches talk amongst each other? The front office, the staff, they all talk. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some teams out there that's probably like, we will still take a chance on Ayuk. I think I've heard that some teams will be interested in signing Ayuk at league minimum. So he's not going to get paid. He's that big time deal that he was looking for is over with. So he brought that up on himself. Like I said, I was on his side. I wanted to be on his side, but he's starting to do dumb stuff even more for me, because now he's like attacking Jaden Daniels. And I'm like, dog, the one person that could have got you out of all of this, and you could have been playing with, you just attacked him. And then you talked about his mom. It's like, bro, like, where are you at now? Like, what are you? So I don't know what to say about Brandon Ayuk anymore. I tried seeing it from his perspective, and I'm still saying that he probably has some valid reason why he's acting like this. But again, he's going about it the wrong way. And if you're going to go about stuff the wrong way, even if you have valid points, you're still going to be wrong at the end because you handled it wrong. So he needs some good advisors. He needs to, if he probably does have good advisors in his circle, people are probably trying to hold him accountable, but he's probably not listening. He's probably just not listening. So it's just like you can be like the president of the United States, and you can have a really good team around you, and you don't listen to him. You don't listen to him. So it's at the end of the day, it's up to him, man. It's up to him to be mature in this and to handle this professionally, because he has to understand, he has to take into consideration that this is a business, dude, and you're a professional, and these are professionals you're dealing with. You gotta go about this the right way, otherwise they will bro, like lifetime players. And Brandon Ayuk, you're not a one time player. You're a really good player. You're a very talented player, but you are not a generational player. You're not a generational talent. And especially at your position comes a dominant. There is, it is saturated. It is saturated. Wide receivers right now. Good wide receivers are not hard to find now. They really aren't. And especially in this draft class next year, dog, like the league will move so fast on from you. And I hope he can come to that realization and get and take off the beer goggles and just acknowledge the reality right now that he does not have the leverage. I don't know if he think he does, but he's illusional if he think he does. And so hopefully he's good financially. Hopefully hopefully he knows what he's doing. I don't really think he does. I think he's just running his mouth and getting emotional. But he could have had everything go his way if he would have just shut the hell up. He wouldn't have had to shut the hell up if he would have just said the right things, like not been disrespectful and taking personal shots and taking things low. And so I don't know what else to say, but hopefully he figures it out. But yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on the Brandon Ayuk situation, man. We'll see what's up with that. But next thing I wanted to talk about was the Marcellus Wiley situation. Was that Marcellus Wiley? I never really like watched any of his podcasts. Really, I watched like a couple videos of his. Wasn't really all that intrigued, so I stopped watching it. But he was a really solid player for the Chargers, and he was pretty good in NFL when he played in NFL. Made his money. He left his print. But the situation that's going on between him and his wife is very interesting because the fact of the matter is that I never really thought somebody like him would have been involved in a situation like that. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know Marcellus Wiley. I just know of him on the field. But when I listened to a couple of his podcasts, he didn't really seem like that type of violent individual that his wife is making him out to be. Again, it's this podcast, it's a show. People are going to show you what they want to show you. I know that. I understand that. It's just kind of surprising. I mean, again, people lie, women lie, people lie for whatever reason they want to lie for. And, but at the same time, she could be telling the truth. So I don't know whether it's really too much to really think about that. I wanted to bring that up because I wanted to look a little bit deeper into it. I wanted to follow the news behind it. I hear that he declined the allegations. He declined that stuff, but what he was talking about. She, like I said, there could be so many different reasons for her to lie and to gain more out of this than her to not tell the truth. Than her to tell the truth and gain nothing from this. But because at the end of the day, if their marriage is rocky and she wants to get back at him, this is what most women do. So who knows? I hope she is lying, because I would hate for Marcellus Wiley to be that type of individual. I would rather her lie than to be the truth. I really would. Because if she's lying is bad. Don't get me wrong. Having allegations, but I'm basically trying to say, I would rather his image to not be tainted than her telling the truth. And then it's just like, You know, a football player gets the sport gets a stigma, more of a stigma on it, and football players start, getting belittled again, and it would just be bad for not only for Marcellus Wiley. I feel like it would be bad for the entire league and the sport altogether because we already have a stigma on us. So I would prefer to see, hopefully she's just pissed off at him and she just wants to get back at him. She wants out of the marriage. So whatever, we'll see. We'll find this out. Some of the stuff that she was saying and that they were talking about, it just didn't really add up. The stories didn't add up. Emmanuel Acho said that him and his wife was at the USC track meet. They both looked fine. He got to Marcellus Wiley. He didn't say anything to the wife, but Acho was saying that he just saw them. So if stuff really happened, then you're out in public with your husband and you're all smiling, ducks. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it just doesn't add up in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not married, so I don't really know how. I guess husbands and wives can beat the hell out of each other. They can go out in public and smile in front of the public like nothing's happening. That is true. I guess it's with that too. So it's a lot of drama going on around the league, a lot of NFL, like always. So that's the beautiful thing about football. It's about the stories, man. Stories, stories, stories. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back very soon. Like, comment, share, subscribe all day. No days off.